What's up, Queendom? Now I have a new episode for us today, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how to become number one out of 1 million people. So for those that don't know, there's 1 million downloads on the Clapper app. Congratulations, Clapper! But out of 1 million people, I've managed to climb the scale, climb the ropes, climb the ladder, and become the number one creator out of 1 million people. And I want you to either be number 2 or kick my ass down to number 2. So let's get into it. So let's go over the 5 things that you can do to help become number 1 and kick my ass off the podium. So the first one you're going to want to do is research. So the first thing that I did when I first started creating content, especially on TikTok, is I did tons and tons of research. I watched a lot of videos. I saw what was trending. I saw what people were liking and what people were not liking. A lot of people spend a lot of focus on the things that people like. You can get so much information out of videos that people do not like. So make sure you pay attention to both of those. I paid more attention to the things people did not give a shit about, honey, because that is what's going to give you the most information, in my opinion. Let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is going to be have determination. This is going to be the hardest thing for you because as a new creator, losing determination is so easy, darling. I mean, if I lose it at over 100,000 followers, you gonna lose it if you're under 100,000 followers. That's life. So you have to be determined. If you see a goal that you want, achieve it. Do whatever you can to achieve it in an ethical standpoint. You don't want to build a following based on unethical choices, because then it won't give you a strong organic following. When you have a true strong organic following, engagement, likes, merch sales, all of the things that come with creating is a lot easier. Is organic growth the hardest growth? It is, but it is the best growth that you can get as being a content creator, hopefully one day an influencer. New camera angle for you guys, so let's check it out. This one is never giving up. In this industry, it is so easy to give up, but staying focused and staying on yourself and that goal in mind, and you never ever giving up, that helps your content. Believe it or not, when your followers see you fail and pick yourself back up and try it again, they give you more respect for that. They give you tons and tons more praise because humans make mistakes. When you constantly try to do something perfect or want to do something perfect, the only thing that you're gonna get is failures that upset you. And if you keep getting failures that upset you, then you're gonna not be in this game for a long time. You have to keep creating and you can never give up. If something doesn't work out and you spent hours on that video or you spent hours on that speech and it flops, who cares? Keep moving, keep pushing, don't delete it, keep going. One of the things that people don't really talk about is giving more than you take when you're trying to be a social media influencer. And I'm not talking money, I'm talking about to the community. So when I first started, of course I did giveaways because I didn't know anybody on this app. I had less than 10,000 followers and I did 2 giveaways in my entire creation here. The first giveaway, I gave away a set of Trump flags that I signed. The second giveaway is I gave away these Trump coins where I still have one. Now, those are the only 2 giveaways that I've ever done in my life. I don't really like giveaways because it's a way for you to get an unethical type of following. Now, tons of people do giveaways and that's fine. You will get a following because of that. But like I said over here when we were looking at this camera, the best organic growth is organic, or the best type of following is organic following. So make sure you always sell your personality in your content because that's what's going to give you the best following. People are buying who you are, not the things that you're giving away. So as long as you keep that in mind and you give to your community, whether it is items, experience, teachings, whether it's just therapy. Let's say you're a therapist and you're helping people get over something, especially like on the Clapper app where you can do like a radio and host a radio and give back to your community. That is a great way to build an organic growth. Number 5, you nasties. Let's hurry it up. So number 5, you guys heard me talk about this all the time, honey, and it's leveling up. And the reason I say level up is because I say it all the time. If you level up just a little bit in your content, even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit, you will always get better and better. Even if it's just changing the lighting, changing one thing, buying a cheap mic, buying a cheap thing at Walmart. I kid you not. You can go to Walmart and get crappy equipment for less than $20. You can get your ring light, which are horrible. I talk about that already. But you can get yourself a ring light. You can get yourself a mic that goes on your phone. You can get yourself an attachment for your phone that gives you a studio lighting. I have one of those. But as long as you keep leveling up, even if it's just a grain of sand at a time, in a year's time, in 365 days, you will turn around and not recognize your content or who you are because of how much you've leveled up. This room, this entire studio that I'm in, is recent. I didn't always have this. I used to sit in front of a corner with nothing behind me. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you would see that stuff. But because I had determination, because I never gave up, because I had my goals in mind, because I had focus, and because I had a great support system, this is where I'm at today. And I am loving every single minute of it. But the only thing that's missing here is you. When you're trying to become number one of anything, I don't care what industry it is, you're always gonna have people that tell you that you are not number one. You're always gonna have people that wanna take you from up here and bring you down here. Why? Because they themselves don't have what it takes to become number one. I promise you guys, in every single job that I've ever had, I've had this in mind. How can I be the best at it? Whether it was me working at Walmart when I was 17 years old and 16 through those days, whether it was me working at a college not really knowing what the hell I was doing, whether or not it's this, or even if I was just working at DoorDash, how can I be the best at it? Because that is my type of work ethic. I see something and I only want to be number one at it. And when you want to be number one at it, you get a ton of enemies, ton of people that want to bring you down, because every time you level up, every time you get better, someone wants to tell you, you could have done better, you could have done this, you could have done that. And as long as you keep pushing past all that negativity, you will be an unstoppable beast. And keep on pushing. Have these 6 things in mind, and I promise you, you will be able to become the biggest influencer anywhere you're at with my help, honey. And it'll be a fun ride along the way. Alrighty, Queendom. Now that is everything that I have for you today, and I really hope that this has helped you and your content to help you on a journey to being the best. I tell my mentees all the time that you have to keep thinking of it in order for it to happen. And the only thing that I want for all of you is to reach your goal, whether that's to be number one, whether that's to be really great, or whether it's just to have fun. Be number one at it. Have the best fun, have the biggest laughs, because that is what life is all about, is doing the best that you can do in this world. Now, with that being said, I need a shot and a cigarette. I promise you, quitting smoking is hard. Ugh. But much love for me, you guys. I am not gonna smoke. That was a joke. But much love for me, you guys, and I really, really hope it hits your heart.